Hey, college football fans! Welcome back to the channel. Week 5 of the 2025 season was absolutely wild, packed with jaw-dropping upsets, breakout performances, and moments that'll be talked about for years. From Alabama shocking Georgia in Athens to a Division II transfer stealing the show at Ole Miss, we've got a ton to unpack. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's dive into the chaos that was Week 5. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our breakdowns. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the game that had everyone buzzing. Number 17 Alabama pulling off a massive 24-21 upset over number 5 Georgia, snapping the Bulldogs' 33-game home winning streak, one of the longest in FBS history. This game was a statement for the Crimson Tide, especially after their rough Week 1 loss to Florida State left fans questioning their road grit under new head coach Kalen deboer. Alabama came out swinging, with quarterback Simpson leading the charge. The guy was lights out, going 24 of 38 for 276 yards and 3 total touchdowns. From the opening whistle, Alabama's passing game was clicking. Simpson was finding open receivers left and right, building a quick 14-point lead that had Georgia's Sanford Stadium stunned. The Tide showed an aggressive edge, and deboer's play calling was on point, mixing precision passes with creative wrinkles. Speaking of wrinkles, let's talk about that play just before halftime. Alabama dialed up a pass to, who else? Their 6'7", 359-pound left tackle Caden Proctor. Yes, you heard that right. Proctor caught an 11-yard pass and bulldozed his way to the 2-yard line, setting up a Simpson rushing touchdown that gave Alabama a 24-14 lead at the break. Deboer said they'd been working on that play since fall camp, and Proctor proved he was ready to roll. I mean, who's tackling a guy that big? That moment alone was worth the price of admission. Georgia fought back in the second half, leaning on their run game, which racked up 227 yards. They made defensive adjustments to shut out Alabama after halftime, but the Tide's early lead held strong. A critical moment came in the fourth quarter when Georgia went for it on 4th and 1 from Alabama's 8-yard line. The Bulldogs opted for a tempo play to running back Cash Jones, but a missed block led to a 3-yard loss. Georgia's head coach Kirby stood by the call, saying he'd make it 10 out of 10 times, but it was a turning point that swung momentum back to Alabama. With 1:51 left, Alabama sealed the deal on 3rd and 5 from their own 43. Simpson connected with running back Jam Miller for a clutch completion, ending Georgia's hopes. Alabama's efficiency was unreal, 13 of 19 on third downs, the most Georgia's allowed in a game in 30 years. They ran 77 plays to Georgia's 53, controlling the tempo and wearing down the Bulldogs. Deboer's squad showed resilience, channeling the criticism from their Florida State loss into pure fight. Simpson summed it up perfectly. We didn't play up to our standard in Week 1. We said, are we going to be the team that doesn't finish, or are we going to play with a chip on our next? Let's head to Oxford, where Ole Miss pulled off a 24-19 stunner over number 4 LSU, thanks to a breakout performance from an unlikely hero, Trinidad Chambliss. If you haven't heard this guy's story, buckle up, it's straight out of a movie. Chambliss, a 6-foot quarterback who transferred from Division II Ferris State, went from playing in front of 5,000 fans to leading 67,737 at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium to a massive win that's got Ole Miss, 5-0, firmly in the college football playoff conversation. Chambliss stepped in for injured starter Austin Simmons and outdueled LSU's Garrett Nussmeier, a projected first-round NFL draft pick. The stat line: a cool 23 of 39 for 314 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 71 rushing yards on 14 carries. This guy became the first SEC player in 30 years to post 300 passing yards and 50 rushing yards in 3 straight games. That's not just good, that's historic. Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin called it a really cool story, and he's not wrong. Chambliss, who led Ferris State to a D2 national title last year, is now making a case to be the Rebels' full-time starter. The Rebels' offense was firing on all cylinders, racking up 480 total yards against an LSU defense that's one of the SEC's best. Chambliss had all day to throw, thanks to an offensive line that didn't allow a single sack. Receiver Caden Lee, 4 catches, 70 yards, and running back Kewan Lacey, 87 yards, 1 TD, were key contributors. Chambliss' poise was evident in the film room and on the field, with Lee praising his leadership in preparing the team for LSU's defense. LSU, on the other hand, struggled offensively. Nussmeier was held to a career-low 197 passing yards as a starter, with several off-target throws and a costly interception to Ole Miss safety Wyatt Williams Jr. The Tigers managed just 57 rushing yards and went 2 of 11 on third downs. Ole Miss defense, led by Williams, simply wanted it more, as he put it. Despite 14 penalties for 109 yards, 10 in the first half alone, Ole Miss stayed composed. Kiffin didn't shy away from the quarterback competition, saying the bye week will help sort out whether Chambliss or Simmons starts moving forward. "We have 2 really good quarterbacks," he said. "That's a good problem to have." Simmons, recovering from injury, has handled the situation like a pro, supporting Chambliss post-game. This win, Ole Miss first against a ranked opponent this season, should push them into the top 12. The Rebels avoided a field storm, a sign of the program's growing expectations under Kiffin. As Lee put it, all the preseason talk doesn't matter. It's about the team's mindset. With a 1-0 mentality and 3 SEC wins already, Ole Miss is a team to watch. What a performance from Chambliss and company. Over in Stillwater, Oklahoma State kicked off life without legendary coach Mike Gundy, who parted ways after over 20 years. Interim coach Doug Meacham took the reins, but Baylor crashed the party with a 45-27 win, powered by quarterback Sawyer Robertson's monster day, 393 passing yards, 4 touchdown passes, and a rushing score.